Welcome back to today's Explainer. If you're the kind of person who loves knowing exactly what's going on under the hood of your system, well, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we are going to use a blueprint approach to completely demystify the Linux file system, breaking down some pretty complex architecture into a crystal clear ecosystem. But before we really pull back the curtain, let me ask you this. Where does your data actually live? When you plug in a drive or compile some code, what is that underlying logic keeping the whole shebang perfectly organized?
Well, here is our roadmap to figure that out. We're going to define what a file system actually is, look at Linux's specific rules, run through the different file system flavors, unpack the directory tree, and then wrap up with some essential navigation commands. All right, let's jump right in.
Section 1. What is a file system? The blueprint of storage.
So at its absolute core, a file system is simply the method, the data structure that your operating system uses to store, organize, and pull up files. And this applies to everything, right? Whether you're pulling data from an old-school spinning hard drive, a blazing fast NVMe SSD, or just a cheap USB thumb drive, the file system is that crucial universal translation layer. It's how your OS knows exactly where specific requested byte of data lives.
Section 2. Core Linux features. The rules of the house.
Now, Linux operates on this really radical, actually kind of beautiful philosophy. Absolutely everything is treated as a file. A text document? Yep, file. A directory? File. Your webcam? Believe it or not, also a file. And this entire structure grows out of a single root directory, like a giant tree. It's all locked down by strict permissions and ownership rules, and fortified by journaling. Basically, journaling is a built-in ledger that tracks changes to prevent data corruption before it even has a chance to happen. It's a total game changer. Moving to Section 3, the file system roster, exploring the different flavors. So looking at the native Linux ecosystem, it really evolved through the ext family. We started with a non-journaled ex2 way back in the day, moved up to ex3, which added that crucial journaling feature we just talked about. But the absolute, undisputed heavyweight champion today, that's ex4. It's everywhere. It perfectly balances backwards compatibility with the ability to handle massive files without breaking a sweat. But the ecosystem has specialized powerhouses too. If you need built-in RAID and instant snapshots, you're going to want a modern marvel like Btrfs. Managing massive enterprise-level storage, XFS is absolutely your high-performance workhorse. There's also JFS, developed by IBM, which is super efficient. And hey, while you probably won't see RiserFS much anymore, it was historically a massive stepping stone for journaling tech. And, of course, Linux doesn't exist in a vacuum, right? It relies on cross-platform veterans to bridge the gap. FAT32